got such weak vape loads. I want to like get a real powerful vape load, but I feel I will vomit all over my computer. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 views. We're down to 7, and that's fine. This is for the real heads only. Ladies and gentlemen, John F. Kennedy. Heard of him? He was killed in Dallas at some point. Science is at the moment unsure of exactly when that happened. They think it was sometime after the moon landing and before the finale of MASH. That's as much as they can narrow it down. But he was executed, and for a long time, the files on this execution, which might have also been an accident. A lot of people don't know that. Maybe Lee Harvey Oswald was just cleaning his gun and said, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. We don't know. We can never know. And for a long time, the files were hidden. But no more. Recently, in this past week, Donald J. Trump, does it stand for Jebediah? Does it stand for Jesus? We don't know. He has released the JFK files, ladies and gentlemen. He's released them. So I thought we'd dig into it in a segment I'm calling, oh shit. No, this slideshow is all wrong. It should restart at the beginning. Fuck my ass. Who cares? I'm reviewing everything. I'm revealing everything. Let's figure this out. Well, if you can figure it out, Comrade Fuzz, I'll bring you in a second, okay? Let's redo that transition that I fucked up. None of us are doing good. None of us are getting into Valhalla, ladies. That was truly spoilers, and I don't like it, and pretend you didn't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cover it in a segment that I'm calling President Donald Trump has released the JFK files. You're welcome. So let's see what's in them, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay. We gonna be all right. Are you in there? Oh, I see you're in the waiting room. Okay. So after this bit, Comrade Fuzz, stay there. Don't go anywhere. After I'm done with this segment, I'm going to call you in, and you can shred us out. Okay? Shred us out. What was in the JFK files? Ooh. I've got it for you right here. Revelation 1, ladies and gentlemen. JFK was president between 1960 and 1962. That was the first big thing that came out. Honestly, not that long. Why do we keep talking about this guy? Okay? Just baby boomers. He was president when their dick first started working. And so they were like, we have to talk about him forever. Shut up. That's my general vibe for this whole thing. Shut up. Revelation 2. JFK had sex with Marilyn Monroe. Everybody knows that. That's common knowledge. But did you know he also had sex with Marilyn Manson? Not just Marilyn Monroe, also Marilyn Manson, who would have been like 6 at the time, or like 5, or something like that. So, I don't know how appropriate that was, but it did happen. Revelation 3, despite being ideological rivals, Castro and JFK played chess over the phone every single night. It's true. JFK would usually lose due to him having Down syndrome. That feels like kind of maybe a bigger story. We're leading with the phone chess, but he had Down syndrome? Well, you learn something new every day, I guess. I don't know. Revelation 4, the F in JFK stands for Fitzgerald. It's true. That's true. That's true. It's a good point, Lamp. JFK was, and this also came up. This isn't on the, on the slideshow, but it is true that JFK, right before he died, he did get the COVID vaccine. Am I going to get another strike on this channel? Secular humanist YouTube lawyers. I literally don't think the COVID vaccine exists. That's how not a conspiracy theorist I am. I don't think it harmed anyone. I think it never existed. Revelation 4, the F in JFK stands for Fitzgerald. It's true. His parents originally wanted it to be the F slur. Yeah, it's weird. They also thought the F slur was the N word. It's kind of word. They would be like, that's still playing. They would be like, oh my God, we got to name our kid, the F slur, John, John Kennedy. That's what they would say. Yeah. So they kind of thought it was the N word. They also had Down syndrome. And also possibly, I tell you this, JFK's parents got the COVID vaccine. JFK got the COVID vaccine. And I believe in the COVID vaccine so much, I can confirm they never got COVID. Those three people never once got COVID. Listen, secular humanist YouTube lawyers, COVID's over. Just let us say whatever now. I get it, okay? 2021, you couldn't just have people going out there being like, the only way to be safe is to personally sneeze in every salad bar. It's over now, okay? Just let people do whatever in this stupid world. Revelation 5, ladies and gentlemen. Jackie's farting in this photo. I don't know if that's appropriate. You gotta be saying, that seems a little... You could be talking about her farting. That's gross. Come on, guys. We don't need it. Revelation number 6. Oliver Stone was actually right about everything, and he wasn't just doing so much blow in the 80s that he convinced himself a group of businessmen in New Orleans got too gay and had to kill the president. You ever seen JFK, the movie? It's basically the plot. Kevin Costner reveals that Tommy Lee Jones and Joe Pesci were just doing too much ketamine or whatever it was, and they were just getting so gay, which to Oliver Stone's mind just involves like dancing in slow motion. They're like, I guess we gotta kill the president. And they all talk like this. Joe Pesci, let me see your little dick. Oh my God, I'm so turned on. I need to assassinate the president. There is perhaps, the second most fun accent to do is Southern gay. Number 1, Chinese guy, but you're not allowed anymore. Trump is in office, and he is office. Let us do Chinese guy again. Just kidding. I would never do that. Okay? No. Lamb goes, nope, maybe don't. Maybe just don't. Revelation 7, JFK had a tiny dick and it sucked. People don't know that. JFK's pipe game fucking sucked. Dog shit pipe game, this guy. Revelation 8. Revelation 8, ladies and gentlemen, the book of Revelations. JFK was the original drummer for Steely Dan. We found that out. That was wild. That was right. I was in there. Revelation number 9, ladies and gentlemen. Number 9. JFK would probably be a Republican now because he believed in basic common sense policies like low taxes and not molesting kids. Okay? Except for Marilyn Manson, whom, again, he, So, there's that. Which also, Marilyn Manson is the only person to ever be raped, by the same man when he was 6 and 40. Because, and this was also in there, it didn't make the slideshow, but JFK also discovered time travel, which is kind of wild. So he was actually the gunman behind the grassy knoll himself, which is kind of weird. So it's interesting. Yeah, a lot of the stuff should be redacted, but with President Donald Trump, we're in an era of completely, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's transparency we've never seen before. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Revelation 10 about President John Fitzgerald Kennedy. What is this revelation? For a long time, America's been hurt, been so sad. But the death of their king, ladies and gentlemen, the death of y'all king, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And now we finally have all the information. So we can know the biggest bombshell to come out of the Kennedy files is that, of course, no Republican ever met Jeffrey Epstein under any circumstances. Stop saying that. You're just exposing your own ignorance. Maybe we don't. Maybe we maybe we have all the information we need. Maybe we don't need to be looking up Jeffrey Epstein. So maybe we're just going to move on past that. We don't need to worry about that. All right, guys, it's been a fun stream. It's been a fun stream.
Shut up and sit down.